but I like the confidence that we've got going into it. I feel good.
Yeah, no question about that. Good luck, and we'll see you Friday.
Hey, thanks so much, guys.
Jason Drouillard of the Vikings and victorious tonight. And now it's time for our player of the game. Tonight's player of the game is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust. Safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. Not a lot of options there.
No, Adrian actually had a double-double with 10 rebounds and 10 points, but Tinley Scott drove the bus tonight.
Yeah, she really did. She got the confidence going, and her teammates got the confidence of when you get her, you get an assist. She's going to put the ball in the hole, and it was fun to watch. And again, Coach said the same thing. They're smiling when they're playing out there. They're having a good time.
Well, and that's what that's really what it's all about. Is high school sports is about, kids do it because they want to be out there and have fun with their friends. So, definitely good to see that.
That'll wrap up the girls' game. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll start with boys' pregame. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball on Mix 96.7 KMPK. Back after this timeout.
Whenever the other team's got a player who can really score it, they're always in the game. So, if he goes off tonight and is really hot and is able to get, he's averaging 20 a game. So if he gets up in there between 25 and 30, I would guess they have a chance to be in the game. So we really have our work cut out to try and limit him.
But we have a lot of size advantage inside. Their tallest player is 6'2", 6'3", and Gus Griffith and Cade Blanchett have really started to look inside to their strength, and Kai Blanchett and Carson Peel have really started hitting from the outside.
Yeah, we're really starting to, have that diverse offense we thought we could have early in the year. And we've got guys that can score inside. We've got guys that can shoot it from the outside. We've got Kai who can take it off the dribble or shoot it from the outside. So lots of options for the Vikings offensively.
Yeah, after dropping their first 4 games, they're 6-1 after that. So really playing with a lot of confidence. I like our chances tonight.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said, the big key for them is Hammocky. He's definitely one that keeps them going. So if we can, try and take him out of the game early and make things difficult for them, definitely a game we ought to win. And just like the girls, get started on this home stretch of the second half of the season on a good note.
Had a chance to talk with Coach Doug Snyder. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have his interview for you. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball. after a week of Sterling tournament games, and but all in all, a 2-1 Sterling tournament has to make you pretty pleased.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'd love to have been on the winner's side, but coming in as the 8th seed and having to play Southeast right out of the gate, I thought we played a decent first half against them, and they just pulled away from us, but I think we learned a lot about ourselves again, and credit to the team how they responded on Tuesday when we played Lions. We went and took care of business, and then Friday, we got down early to Kingman, and our guys made some great adjustments at half. I don't feel like we felt like we were in any dilemma at any point. We just felt like we needed to do some things better, and we came out in the second half and did that, and we were able to get 2 more wins. And so, again, after starting 0-4 to win 6 out of our last 7, we've done what we wanted to do. We've got some confidence built up. We're a much different team than we were, December 14th or 15th. We feel like we've got some purpose. We feel like we've got some direction. Some guys are stepping up.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It looks like they're having a good time out there. But you got a Hutch Trinity team coming in 4-8 on the year, and they played in the Sterling tournament. For once, we didn't play them, and then have to turn right around and play them on Tuesday.
Yeah, kind of unusual. Usually we get a good chance to scout them for a game there, and then we get to come here or go there and play them. But yeah, it was nice to get another blend of teams to play Kingman on Friday. But this Hutch Trinity team, they play extremely hard. I think we're on to our 3rd Hammocky that we've played against since I've been coaching, and he's a solid player. He averages around 20 points a game, and the supporting cast around him is a year older than they were last year. They really only lost a couple of guys from last year's team. Otherwise, they bring the same core group back. And then they've also got some young freshmen that have been playing well for them. So they're still a team kind of trending upward, I think. They have done a nice job against some teams. They've struggled against others. So we need to come out and execute our game plan tonight and make them have to play our game.
Looks like our defense, especially in that 1-3-1 trap, is really fueling our offense.
Yeah, it really is. Kingman exploited some things there that I think maybe Trinity will try to do today. Again, when we can get deflections and we can get out and run the floor, we play pretty well. But when we give up angles, teams can hurt us. But we responded nicely Friday by switching back to our man-to-man and really challenged our kids to do some things. And I thought they did. But, you're going to see some 1-3-1 again tonight. You're going to see a blend of different things tonight. But, it makes our kids hungry to get those turnovers and get up the floor and have opportunity to get transition points.
And as always, how about a couple of keys to victory?
I mean, we'd love to hold Hammocky down today and not let him score points. We want to make other guys have to beat us. Number 2, we need to establish an inside presence. We've got to show that we're the stronger, more physical team inside, and that means on the boards as well as scoring points. And number 3, I think it's really important for us to limit turnovers and hopefully force more turnovers than we have.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
Doug Snyder of the Vikings, and we'll be back with more pregame right after this. Smoky Valley Gym. Don Binks along with Darren Abel as we get ready to start the second game of our doubleheader. The Smoky Valley Vikings 6-5 on the year against the 4-8 Trinity Celtics, and the Vikings playing well, and they certainly want to take care of business and need to take care of business tonight at home.
Yeah, we've hit our stride. We had a good week last week at the Sterling tournament, and like Coach said, we've won 6 out of our last 7, and so we're right where we want to be heading into the last half of the season here, and should be able to finish out strong, pick up some wins here, and hopefully bump up our spot in the sub-state seedings.
10.8 points per game by Kai Blanchett. He's our leading scorer, but Carson Peel not far behind at 10.2. Then you got Gus Griffiths at 6.7, Vincent Pickering at 8 points per game, and Cade Blanchett at 7.4. So we've got a lot of balance inside, and tonight, just like the other night when we played against Sterling, I think that didn't have size, those two guys, Cade and Gus, can certainly look forward to having a big game inside.
Yeah, absolutely. They ought to be able to do some damage. The key is going to be to make sure they don't get in foul trouble on the defensive end. If they play smart defensively, we ought to be able to have our way, because Trinity doesn't have a lot of size.
Yeah, 74 rebounds on the year for Cade Blanchett, 60 rebounds for Gus Griffith inside. So those two have led our team each and every week on the rebounding side. So they certainly look to take off from there against this team that doesn't have the size to match up with them. So no question about that. It'll be a place to look for the Vikings to see if they can score inside, and that always opens up the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Score a few easy ones inside, and then the outside guys are open.
We'll take a minute timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the tip-off of tonight's game. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball.
Starters will be introduced in alternating order, beginning with our visitors from Trinity. Starting for Trinity, number 1.
Time for the starting lineups of the ball game tonight. And first for the Trinity Celtics, Darren, what do you got?
For Trinity, starting number 1, the guy that makes their team go is Blake Hammocky. He's a 6-foot senior. Number 3 is Andrew Neal. He is also a 6-foot senior. 6-foot junior Isaiah Suter-Tan is number 10. Aiden Armour, a 6'2 senior, is number 14. And then their last starter, number 25, Drew Deckant, a 6-foot freshman.
So for Coach Neal, it'll be Hammocky, Neal, Suter-Tan, Armour, and Deckant. How about the Vikings?
For the Vikings, number 4, Carson Peel, a 6-foot senior. Cade Blanchett, 6'5 senior, number 11. Vincent Pickering is number 23. He's a 6'2 senior. Kai Blanchett is a 6'4 junior. He's number 24. And number 30, Gus Griffith, a 6'4 senior.
So for Coach Snyder, kind of the same lineup each and every week. He'll go with Peel, Blanchett, Pickering, Kai Blanchett, and Gus Griffith. And just like teams tonight, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. McPherson Laundry in McPherson is where you take your clothes. The Vikings in their home white uniforms, black lettering, black numerals trimmed in orange and black striping down the side. and the Hutch Trinity Celtics in their red uniforms, white lettering, white numerals, white, blue, and red striping down the side. And it's the Vikings and the Trinity Celtics here from Smoky Valley Gym. It's an east and west court. We're on the north side of the court, right behind the scorer's table, right at mid-court. Sit back and enjoy a good high school basketball game tonight and see if the Vikings can get their 7th win on the year just like the girls did. And we're ready to go.
Hey, quick congratulations to Carson Peel. Ethan told me that Carson had signed a letter of intent to play basketball at Concordia College in Nebraska.
Seward, Nebraska, yeah, he did. So yeah, good job for him. Kai Blanchett will step into the half-court circle with number 14, Armor, and they'll tip it off, and we'll be ready to go for tonight's game. Eight minutes on the clock. Band quit playing. The referee has got the ball at the half-court circle, telling each team which way to go. And we are ready to start the game. Controlled by the Vikings, but Blake Hammocky in there to get this ball. He's going to throw it away on the first possession. So turnover on the first possession by Trinity Celtics. That won't make Coach Neal very happy. The Vikings get it at half court.
Looks like Trinity's going to be man-to-man.
Pickering will get it into Carson, who's in the backcourt. He'll step into the front court on the dribble. Picked up in there by number 3, Neal. Goes near side to Pickering, who goes back out top. Over to Kai Blanchett on the wing. Kai looks like he might be supporting some new shoes. Here's Carson, looked at a 3 but didn't trigger. Goes off to Kai. He will trigger a 3. Short rebound, Celtics. Bringing it up in the court is Armor. And
Vikings
tipped away. Kai gets the steal right off the bat. Turnover number 2 for Trinity Celtics. Wide open 3 by Pickering. Too strong. Rebound inside. Cade Blanchett. Off to his brother Kai. Back to Cade. Baseline drive by Cade. And he's going to get called for the offensive foul. He should have pulled up there. A good stop by Sudertan. And Cade will pick up his first foul. No score yet. 7:09 left to go first quarter. Hammocky will bring it into the front court on the left-handed dribble. He can right away pick up that 1-3-1 deflect. Gets it over on the wing to Neal. Neal goes across court to number 25, DeChant. He gets double teamed. Baseline corner to Hammocky. Hammocky drive on the dribble. Got it to go. Wow, he threw it up there against the backboard and got it to somehow settle in the bottom of the rim. 6:45 for the first points of the ball game going to Hutch Trinity. Carson outside, goes across to Gus. Gus inside, gets double teamed, gets it up. No, Cade Blanchett with a strong rebound. He's fouled, and Cade will have 2 free throws coming up.
There's that inside advantage that we talked about.
Cade, one of the guys that struggles, though. He's only 40% from the line, so that's Hammocky's foul.
Yeah, and if there's a guy we want to get in foul trouble for them, that's who we want.
No question. And Cade misses the front end of that 2-shot foul. 6:32 to go, first quarter. 2-0 in favor of Trinity Celtics. Second Blanchett free throw, rimming and out. So he made 0 for 2. Comes Sudertan in the front court with the dribble. Ooh, almost a back court as he went way at the half-court line. There's a ball tipped away by Cade Blanchett. It'll stay with Trinity Celtics. I can stay in 1-3-1 here a little bit. Hammocky looking to put it in play, goes into Sudertan. Sudertan back to DeChant. He needs some help, goes on the wing to Neal. Neal to Hammocky. Ooh, almost a turnover there as Hammocky and Hammocky steps on the center line. Hammocky better be careful. He went and threw that one up against the backboard way away from the whistle. Is that 2 or 3 turnovers?
That is 3 on them.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Hammocky's a kid who I remember last year, if you could get him frustrated, it really takes him out of his game.
Get under his skin a little bit. He's got a couple of turnovers now here to start the game. Off it goes to Pickering. Pickering in the lane. Off to Cade Blanchett. To Carson. 3-pointer baseline. No. Kai Blanchett with the rebound, though. Kai inside to Gus. Knocked away and stolen by Hutch Trinity. Hammocky on the dribble drive. Hammocky in the shot, and it's good. Hammocky's got 4 points. See why he is their player. He's got smooth shot. Here's Kai Blanchett. He's got the shot missing. Rebound run down by Neal. Comes Trinity Celtics. Vikings at the score. Hammocky in the lane. Bounce pass inside. Picked up by the Vikings. Vikings turn him over again. Got 4 turnovers. The Vikings have no points. Here's Pickering. Looked at a 3, didn't trigger. To Cade Blanchett. Cade will drive the side of the lane. Off to Carson. Carson in the lane. Out to Pickering. Pickering against Neal. Wanted to drive. Now still on the dribble. And he gets fouled on the floor. Ball out of bounds to Smoky Valley. That's Neal with the foul, and that's his first, team's second.
Braxton House and Justice Autry coming into the Viking lineup.
Braxton House in the lineup. Number 1, Justice Autry.
Carson to put it in play, steps out of bounds, gets it into Cade Blanchett. Cade will look where to go with it to his brother Kai out top. 5 minutes left to go, first quarter. Vikings have to score. Autry, Kai Blanchett, top of the key, Carson. To Justice Autry, the Meerkat. Is it knocked out of his hands, but saves it. Out to House right at the free throw line. That's good. Braxton House with the first points for the Vikings. Coming at the 4:36 mark. Hammocky across to Neal. To Chant with the 3. Oh, man, is that ever a friendly roll?
3-point basket by number 25, Deckett.
Deckett with the shot. I'll get that name right here in a minute. Autry left alone. Shot up. No. Rebound. Blanchett. Cade. Off to Carson to start the offense again at the 4:10 mark. Near side to Justice Autry. Guarded by Hammocky. Autry blocked by Hammocky, but Autry gets his rebound, gets it out to Kai Blanchett. Kai off to Carson. Carson will launch a 3 ball. It's good. An R9 CPA 3-pointer by Carson for the Vikings' 5th points, coming at the 3:51 mark of the first quarter. 7-5. Hutch Trinity leading with the basketball.
Vikings switch to their 2-3 zone.
Hammocky outside with it. Dribbling out top. Knocked away and stolen by Carson. Quickly up to Justice Autry. Justice with the ball blocked by Hammocky. But that is the 4th turnover, and 3 of them belong to Hammocky.
Yeah, actually, I've got him for 5 turnovers.
Okay, I'll add that. Hammerschmidt coming in for number 35, Gust.
And Jerome Autry in for Smoky Valley.
And that Gust, I think he's a freshman, isn't he? And he erupted for 20 points the other night in one of their ball games. In strong inside to Cade. His shot up good and one. That's what I talked about. Cade can certainly, and Gust can certainly use that.
Yeah, that's where we've definitely got the advantage.
That foul.
Hammersmith is a freshman for them, and Gust is a sophomore.
Okay. Foul is on.
Hit a free throw? No.
But rebounded by, knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. It'll go to the Hutch Trinity Celtics. 7-7 ball game here. 3:24 left to go. First quarter action. Neal will bring it into the front court. And Hammerschmidt out of the game right now. Goes off to 35, Gust. G-U-S-T, Gust. On the dribble against the Autry brothers outside that 2-3 zone. Dribble drive, off it goes to Armour. Cross-court pass to Gust. Pressure by Carson Peel. Back out to Deckett. Back to Gust. Gust around the corner, it goes to Neal. Neal outside, over it goes to DeCant. Baseline to Gust. Working the ball a long time. Neal. Kick out Gust, his 3. Wow, they're getting some friendly rolls here.
Yeah, they're getting them up there soft, and they're falling in.
10-7. 2:35 to go, first quarter. Hutch Trinity with the lead. Autry wanted to do a give and go, but not there. Now it goes into Blanchett. Has it knocked away and stolen. Vikings turn it over. That is number
3.
Quickly up to Gust. Deckant. Out top to Neal. Back to Deckant. Back to Neal. Outside the zone. Here's a three-pointer. Another three-pointer make by Gust. He's hot. He's celebrating a little bit. 13. Little mini run here by Hutch Trinity. Vikings can't make the three. Carson with the rebound inside to Cade. His shot up. No. Gets his own rebound and he's fouled. And it'll be out of bounds to Smoky Valley.
Griffith and Pickering set to come back in.
Neal picks up the foul. That's his second.
Hammocky and Suter Tan back in for the Celtics.
Justice Autry will step out of bounds and do the honors for the Vikings. Looking for a screen. Cutter goes into Gus. Out to Pickering. Inside to Gus. Now reach in foul by Hutch Trinity. And it'll be out of bounds to Smoky Valley. That's on number 14, Armour. That's their 15th foul already. Vikings have just one. Autry looking. Oh, nice pass to House, and House has got his second basket. And the Vikings have 9, but they are giving up 13. And Deckant with it out top. Over to Hammocky. Hammocky dribble drive. Kick out Gus inside Suter Tan. Loses the handle, but picks it back up. Gets double teamed, and House comes away with it. Tied up, and on the alternating possession, it'll go to Smoky Valley with 1:23 left to go. 5 turnovers for the Vikings, or for the
6.
6 for the Celtics already. Got to make points out of those turnovers. We trail on the scoreboard 13-9. Pickering looking for Griffith inside. Now goes to House. House, little 6-footer, too strong. Rebound. Trinity Celtics, but it ends up in Pickering's hand. His little floater, no. Griffith with the rebound, tied up, and it'll be alternating possession to Trinity Celtics. Does that go as a turnover for the Vikings? Probably not.
I don't think so, because it was on the rebound, really.
Yeah. Ethan, your son, will come in. And back in for the Trinity Celtics, number 14, I think, was not in. Armour. Or was it 11 came in?
Yeah, 11
came in. That's Ryan. Drive by Deckant. No. Rebound. It's going to go the other way. Or that's Armour. Armour picks up the foul. That's going to be his second. Good position. Good strong rebound and position by Gus Griffith. 45 seconds left to go.
Ezekiel Suter, number 2, coming in to the Celtic lineup. He's a 5'11 junior.
They already played 9 deep on their team. Vikings have played.
Ethan would have been their 9th.
Yep, we played 9 as well. Justice across the timeline, or Jerome across the timeline. Little floater, no. Rebound. Gus couldn't get his fingers on it. Goes to Trinity Celtics off to Gust, who has 2 3-pointers in this quarter. Again to Suter Tan. He gets double teamed, gets away, rid of it to Hammocky. Hammocky double team, gets it out to Gust. Inside to his teammate. Ball knocked away by Suter Tan. Saved. Hammocky with the dribble drive. Hammocky's shot. Got it to go. It's going to be out of bounds. Foul on the Vikings on the drive. Reach in by Ethan Abel. Out of bounds to Hutch Trinity. 13-9 now. 8 seconds left to go by Trinity. Looking inside, goes out top to Gust. I thought he was going to launch a 3, but going to drive the lane. Shot up. Good. Gust has got 8 points. 15-9. Trinity Celtics lead. And that is the end of the first quarter. Our score, Trinity Celtics 15, Smoky Valley 9. Back after this 1 minute timeout. And the player of the game so far is Aaron Gust of the Trinity Celtics with 2 threes and another basket for 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, the Vikings are a little flat in that first quarter. We need to get a little bounce in our step here. Trinity's played with more energy than we have.
First possession, Pickering, Blanchett, Abel, and Peel on the court. Kai Blanchett with it right in front of the Celtic bench. Over to Carson. Carson penetrate off to Kai Blanchett. Kai, little floater, no. Blanchett, Cade gets the rebound out to Kai. Kai driving the lane, dump down to Cade. Cade shot, no. Rebound, Cade shot up, no, and he's fouled. Cade struggling to get the ball in the basket.
Well, he needs to just go up and plan on just shooting and playing through the contact. He's trying to adjust his shot to avoid the contact. He just needs to go to the basket and not worry about the contact.
That foul will be on Deckant. That'll be their 7th foul, but it's a 2-shot foul anyway. Cade free throw, got that one to go.
Now, on the positive side, by missing a couple of shots and getting his own rebound, Cade's got 8 rebounds already.
7:30 to go here in quarter number 2. And he got them both.
There we go.
That'll make everybody. Where are the turnovers, Darren?
I've got 3 for the Vikings and 6 for Trinity.
That's where I was at, too. Here's Hammocky in the lane. Kick out to Gust. Another 3-ball. And another make.
That was actually Ryan.
Number
11,
Ryan. Okay, thanks for the correction. We've got 18. The Vikings have 11. Here's Pickering, and he's going to go the other way. Pickering gets called for the player control foul.
We just really haven't gotten in a flow offensively.
Oh, they're sure in a shooting flow. They've gotten 3 3-pointers. Or 4 3-pointers. There's Hammocky with the shot. Missing. Rebound. He tips his rebound out way out the half court, and Gust picks it up. Vikings are man-to-man on this possession. Off to Hammocky at the midcourt circle, guarded by Carson Peel. Near side to Sudertan. Off to Deckant. Backdoor cut to Hammocky. Not there. Good defense by Carson Peel. Gust with it. Out to Hammocky. Baseline drive by Hammocky. Floater. Kick out. Ryan. Deckant double teamed. Gets it out to Ryan. Ryan over to Deckant. Off to Sudertan. Sudertan with it in the lane. Now kick out to Ryan again. Wow, they've moved the ball around pretty good outside this Viking man-to-man defense. Directing traffic is Hammocky. Gets it off to Sudertan. Sudertan back to inside and stolen away by the Vikings. Carson Peel with the pick of the pocket of Hammocky. Now do something with this turnover, Vikes. Come on, boys. Here we go. Off to Ethan Abel, far side wing. Out top to Kai Blanchett. Kai looking, now goes to Carson. Carson Peel against Hammocky, off to Cade Blanchett. Wow, a lot of contact, no whistle called. Quickly down to Gus, his shot up and good. Wow, are we not looking like we're very fired up tonight? You're right. 20-11, 9-point Trinity lead. There's a bump, should have been a call to foul. Baseline to Pickering. Pickering out top, knocked away by Hammocky. Hammocky with the steal, no on the shot, missing. Here comes the Vikings on the run. Carson off to Kai. Kai Blanchett, baseline drive, inside to Ethan, loses the handle, out to Carson. Carson with the dribble drive, kick inside to Ethan. Ethan kick out to Kai. Pickering, his 3-ball, yes! An Arn Reinert CPA 3-pointer by Vincent Pickering. Maybe that'll fire the Vikings up at the 4:55 mark of the second quarter. 20-14, Vikings trail by 6. Hammocky on the dribble, goes out to Deckant. He launched a 3-ball. It's good. They are hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I'm sure this is the best they've shot all year.
23-14, a 9-point lead by the Trinity Celtics. Coach was worried about that. They play with a lot of effort and a lot of energy. Inside to Carson, his shot up, too strong off the glass. Rebound, Gust inside. And he throws it to Hammocky, who throws it off the back of the rim, or the back of the backboard for a turnover.
Into the Celtics lineup.
Number 30, Hammerschmidt back in. as well as
Gus Griffith.
the starting 5 for the Vikings on the court. Carson looking, still looking, goes to Pickering. 3-ball, too strong. Rebound on the foul on the rebound.
No, foul on Vincent.
Foul on the shot.
On the shot, so Vincent's going to have
35.
3 shots from the charity stripe.
Pickering, a 68% free throw shooter for the Vikings. One of the better ones. And that falls out no good. Second Vincent Pickering free throw coming at the 4:15 mark of the first half, and can't make the second one. Wow, we are struggling. We're 0 for 3 in the first quarter.
And again, it's that end of the court. Seems like the last time we had a home game, it was that end of the court.
I know. It really is something. He misses all 3. Gus, so I thought we had the rebound, but we didn't. But Cade Blanchett ties it up. Oh, they're going to call a foul inside on Cade. That'll be his second foul.
Braxton House is going to come in for Cade, so Cade doesn't pick up a third one.
Now the young guys, the little guys for the Trinity Celtics are doing it. Gust has 10 points. DeCant, he's a little taller. He's got 6 already.
Yeah, give them credit. They've hit shots.
It goes to Hammocky. Cross-court pass to Ryan inside to Hammerschmidt. And Hammerschmidt loses the handle out of bounds. We're turning them over, but
yeah,
we're
but
just not.
The name of the game is putting the ball in the basket, which we're not doing.
Carson across the timeline on the dribble, goes to Pickering. Pickering looking for House inside, goes to Griffith at the free throw line. Nice little shot by Gus Griffith. 16 for the Vikings, 23 for the Celtics at the 3:40 mark of the first half. Hammocky across
in a 3-2 zone here.
3-2, that's their drop zone with a Kai Blanchett out top. Gus with another 3, long rebound by, and a reach-in foul by Deckant. He thought he had the ball tied up, but so did Cade on the other end. And that'll be the second foul on Deckant.
And Kai will shoot some free throws.
1
See
and
if
1.
he can knock that cover off the basket.
He's one of our leading scorers, and he hasn't scored yet in this game, so.
Yeah, need to get him going. Jerome Autry comes in for Vincent Pickering.
No good, but Gus with a nice rebound, but he can't make the putback. Too strong off the back iron. Quickly up to Hammocky. Hammocky against Jerome Autry. Out top to Gus, to Ryan. To Hammocky, baseline. Hammocky with the carry. No call there. And he throws it to the student section. Hammocky, I bet's got 5 of those 10 turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, we're doing a good job on him.
Yeah.
The other kids have hit some shots, and really the big deal is we're just, I mean, you got to just put the ball in the basket. We've got shots that we should be making that we're not.
Yeah. No question about that. Kai Blanchett with it. Inside to Carson Peel, outside the House, around to Jerome Autry, to Kai. He'll launch a 3-ball from the top of the key, and he'll drain it.
Maybe that'll get him going.
Kai Blanchett with a 3 on Reinert CPA 3-pointer. 19 for the Vikings. 23. So the Vikings only trail by 4 now at the 2:40 mark.
Vikings go to a 2-3 zone now.
Off it goes to Hammocky. He gets double teamed on the far side wing right in front of the student section. Off to Ryan. Back to Hammocky. Trying to get it inside to Armour in there. Not there. Hammocky off to Ryan. He got away with a travel. Armour double teamed out to Hammocky. Hammocky. Wow. Somehow they're getting away with an extra step inside. There's Gus, another 3. That one missing badly. And stepping out of bounds was Armour. And that's turnover number
11.
Wow.
We're just not taking advantage of them.
Neal back in for the Trinity Celtics. But we have withstood. We have got them cooled off. And now we're starting to score again. So see what we can do. We could just get a little run here in the last 2 minutes. We could take the lead in halftime. That'd be big. Jerome Autry on the dribble. And we're going to have an offensive
Moving
foul
screen on Gus
Griffith on the screen.
7 turnovers for the Vikings.
Ryan will put it in play to Neal. Armour, Hammocky, and Schlitbaum, or Hammerschmidt, joining them on the court. Hammocky right in front of the Viking bench. Dribble drive, baseline, gets picked up, give and go, shot up and good by Armour.
Yeah, our defender got screened on the backside of the zone. There was nobody there to pick up.
25-19 in favor of the Celtics. Carson with it on the dribble. It's a screen from Griffith. Still on the dribble, out to House, Braxton House, out to Jerome Autry. His 3-ball, it's good. Jerome Autry knocks down a Arnreiner at CPA three-pointer for the Vikings' 22nd point, 22-25. Vikings trail by 3 at the 109 mark. Hammocky in trouble, gets it off to Neal. Vikings still zone here. Hammerschmidt still in trouble, now goes over to Armour, back to Hammerschmidt. Hammerschmidt back to Ryan. Ryan out top, knocked away, but Ryan runs it down. It's it off to Neal. There's a steal by House, and oh man, did he just get the timeout in time. We'll keep this one right here as he come running across the court as they threw the ball and it was stolen by the Vikings, but definitely called the timeout before he threw that pass. This timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. Have you or someone you know been injured at work? Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000. Let Alan Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that best fits you. View their large inventory at all SamuelsHutch.com locations. Alan Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. And you can stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astra radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. So, Hutch Trinity Celtics keep the ball. Ryan will put it in play. About court to Neal, which is fine. 40 seconds left. Will they go for one shot? We'll see what they do. Near side to Deckett to check back in. Deckett on the dribble, out to Armour, back to Deckett, around to Hammerschmidt. He'll step back with it. Jerome will go pick him up a little bit. Now back to Deckett on the far side wing, back to Hammerschmidt at half court. Still working to try to run some clock to Neal. Neal outside the Viking zone, inside to Deckett, and throws it right to Kai Blanchett. 6, 5, 4, 3. Here's Kai Blanchett. Little floater. No. Rebound. No. And we are at halftime. Our score. Smoky Valley trails 25-22. We'll be back to wrap up this half for you after these timeouts.
Tonight, the Wildfires will be dancing to Move, Shake, Drop, taught by Keely Friesen. The Wildfires are Lauren DeLiesel, Jordan Flores, Olivia Ford, Raina Decker, Esther Clark, Tatum Reed, Tessa Replicol, Haley Cubias, Keely Friesen, and Sarah McCulloch. The Wildfires are under the direction of Angela DeLiesel.
Remix. DB, Dance Brothers, Flow Rider. She got feeling good all in my face. I like when they look.
Wildfires.
Biggest lead. I mean, I'll double check that. 20 to 11. We're down by 9 was the biggest lead. So to get back within 3 is a pretty good job right before halftime.
Yeah, we kind of weathered that initial punch that Trinity threw at us and kind of got back with it there a little bit in the second quarter. But, you know, still, I mean, we're leading in rebounds 16 to 12. We only have 7 turnovers to their 12. But the main stat is putting the ball in the basket. That's the one that counts at the end of the night. And, you know, we don't keep track of shooting percentages here, but I would say we are not shooting the ball very well. You know, Cade, we talked about Cade and Gus having the advantage inside. Part of that is they need to go to the basket strong and play through that contact. They know Trinity's going to challenge their shot, so don't worry about the contact. Just play through it, go strong to the basket, and, you know, try and get the and one instead of trying to adjust and avoid the contact and make the shot. And just be strong. You're going to overpower them inside and go to the basket hard.
2 for 9 from the charity stripe doesn't help your cause either.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just, whether it's from the, you know, from the floor or from the free throw line, we just did not do a good job of putting the ball in the basket the first half.
We'll take our final timeout when we come back. Well, tip-off of the second half. You're listening to Smoky Valley Basketball. Vikings down 25-22 at halftime. And we'll be back after this timeout.
swimmers were at Bueller this evening.
Okay.
Gabe House got 4th in the 200 free and 3rd in the 500 free. Titus Reed got 3rd in the 50 free and 3rd in the 100 fly. And Titus got a state qualifying time in the 100 fly this evening. Nathan Clapp finished 22nd in 50 free and 18th in the 100 free. Smoky Valley results at the Bueller Swim Meet.
And welcome back to Smoky Valley Gym. The Vikings down by 3. First half possession will start with Hutch Trinity. It'll be Blanchett, Griffith, Peel, and Pickering for the Vikings. And the same 5 starting for the Trinity Celtics: Hammocky, Neal, Sudertan, Armour, and Deccan.
Vikings need to have a little more energy this half.
Yeah, did great on turnovers, but we just need to convert them turnovers into points. See how it works out. We're going to start 1-3-1 deflect here, it looks like, to start with. Or some sort of zone anyway, trapping. They got Hammocky trapped in the corner, and he'll throw it away, get it up to Kai Blanchett, who's going to go in for a dunk. That'll fire the crowd up.
That might light the fire.
24 for the Vikings on the turnover and the first basket of the second half. And another steal. Quickly up to Carson. Carson at the free throw line, little floater. No, rebound Armour for Trinity Celtics. Up to Hammocky. Hammocky gets double teamed out to Neal. Neal looked at a 3, didn't trigger, and kicked by Blanchett. It'll stay with Trinity Celtics. You know, a couple of turnovers. At least one of them got turned into points. Hammocky will put it in play underneath their own basket. Everybody using their shoes to mop up a little perspiration on the floor. Looking. Get it into Armour. Back to Deccan, outside to Neal. He's going to launch a 3 ball. It's way off. Rebound. Going to go the other way. Foul on Trinity Celtics. Good job for the Vikings. Good positioning. And that'll be on Sudertan. It'll be his first. 2 for Deccan, 2 for Armour, 2 for Neal, and 2. That's all with 2 for the Vikings. Cade Blanchett with 2, I believe. Lob inside with brother Kai, and it's another basket for the Vikings. Beautiful pass by Cade.
That was a set play coming out of halftime. Nice job by Coach Schneider there to call that play.
And that's our first lead. Here's Hammocky inside. He's grabbed by Griffith. Had mostly ball, but a little bit of arm, and Gus Griffith will pick up the foul, his second. Make him earn it at the free throw. I don't have any problem at all with that foul.
Yeah.
And Hammocky misses the first, so that's a plus.
Yeah, he's a 62% free throw shooter.
And he missed the
Misses
second.
them both.
Wow. Great foul now for the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Still in the lead at 26-25, their first lead of the night. Carson way out in the half-court circle. Don't back up any farther, Carson. He's so close to that half-court line. Gets it off to Kai, back to Carson. Pickering, baseline drive, back out to Carson. He'll launch a 3 ball. No, rebound, Kai Blanchett. And Pickering battling for the rebound.
I think they're going to get Kai for over the back, maybe. Oh, nope.
Going to get Cade for the foul, and that'll be his third.
I think Trinity was in a 1-2-2 zone that time.
It'll get House off the bench. Cade will have to take a seat for a little bit. He won't be on the bench very long. Neal will bring it into the front court for Trinity Celtics. Get it off to Deccan. His dribble drive. Oh, got away with the travel. Gets it off to Hammocky. Hammocky still on the dribble. Goes across to Neal. Neal looking to go back to Hammocky. Wanted to shoot a 3. He's just having an off shooting night, so he didn't trigger that shot. Neal floater blocked by Gus Griffith. Nice effort by Gus. Here comes the Vikings up to Pickering. To Carson out top between the circles. Back to Kai Blanchett. He'll launch a 3 ball. Short rebound. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Neal of the Celtics. The Vikings turn it over. It's 8 or 9. Decant with it on the dribble drive. Out top to Neal, out to Hammocky. Lob inside to Armour. Armour, somehow he got loose from the Vikings.
2 guys went for it and just left the ball.
Yeah. 27 for the Celtics. They maintain or take the lead over, and now we're going the other way on the turnover for the Vikings. Not a foul, but a turnover.
Yeah, I have that as their 8th.
Going to have a
now they're going to
consultation between. I really think it should be a foul on Hutch.
Well,
Trinity.
the guy that's why Kai went out of bounds, is because the guy forced him out.
Came underneath.
With contact.
Yeah. 101 officiating. We're going to Coach Schneider agreeing with the lead official on that, but he can't turn him over, can't tuck him out of it. So it goes as a Viking turnover. Does that go as a turnover?
Yes.
8 or 9?
I've got 8.
8 for the Vikings. Neal with it, out to Hammocky, out top the Viking 2-3 zone. Over goes to Neal. 5 minutes left, third quarter. Armour to Hammocky. Hammocky on the dribble. Between his legs, through the defense. Still outside the lane, on top of the key, now over to Neal. Lob inside to Armour. Sudertan. Shot, no. Rebound, Gus Griffith. There's a foul on Hammocky. All over Carson Peel, but Carson dribbles through the contact off to Pickering. Pickering shot, no, and a foul on the shot. Pickering will have 2 free throws. Come on, Vincent, knock him down. He missed 3 in the first half. That foul's going to be on Armour, and that'll be his 3rd. Aiden Armour with 3. All right, Vincent. Frustrated.
Yep, he's frustrated.
He's frustrated with himself.
It's just a mental thing.
Gust out, Armour out, Gust in. He was a spark off their bench with 10 points.
Yeah, if we're going to stay in that zone, we need to keep track of where he is.
Second Vincent Pickering free throw to tie the game up. Is no good.
Kai came across the three-point line too early.
He missed it anyway, but
yeah.
Ouch. 4:31 left to go, third quarter. Gus will bring it into the front court on the dribble. Vikings 3-2 drop zone, I believe, or 2-3 zone, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's that 1-1-3
Hammocky
rebel defense.
Dribble side of the lane, gets double teamed and off to save by.
Nice job by Braxton.
Braxton House got the steal, and Vikings turn them over again. We need points. Pickering looked at the 3, didn't trigger. Kai has it out top in the lane. Kick out to Gus. His 10-footer. It's good. Gus Griffiths finding the range tonight. 28 for the Vikings. 27 for Hutch Trinity at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Cross court to Gus to Hammocky. Good defense, Vikings. Steal by Carr. Oh, DeCant saves it somehow from going. A lot of contact there. Nothing called on that.
Yeah, DeCant definitely got an advantage by having contact and not letting Carson get the ball.
There's a steal by Kai, but DeCant picks it back up. Baseline Hammocky, his shot up. No, rebound. Last touch by the Vikings. It'll stay with Trinity Celtics.
Jerome Autry, Ethan Abel in for the Vikings.
Griffith and Pickering out. Hammocky will put it in play to Neal. Near side to Gust. Baseline to Hammocky. He's going to launch a 3-ball. No. Rebound, Kai Blanchett. Kai to Carson. 3:12 remaining. Vikings by 1. 28-27 to Kai Blanchett right in front of the Viking bench. And almost a steal by Hammocky, but Peel went to the ball like you're supposed to do, meet the ball. Not the Carson wide open 3. It's good, and a foul. Rebounding foul. It's a 3-pointer that's good by Carson, and Arnreiner CPA 3-pointer. It was a rebounding foul.
So we get the 3-pointer and
the ball out of bounds.
The ball out of bounds.
Basket counts, 3-point basket
So that Carson will put the ball in play. Kai, lob inside, goes out to Jerome. He'll reset the offense now to Kai outside. Over to Carson. Their man-to-man is Trinity Celtics. Carson on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Still on the dribble. Goes off to Ethan. Ethan, he's dribbling against Deckant. Lob inside, missed, knocked away, and stolen by Trinity. Here comes Deckant on the shot. Is good. Deckant with his 8th points. 29 for Trinity Celtics. 31 for the Vikings. And a whistle.
Another foul on Sudertan, I believe.
Sudertan will pick up his 3rd. All in this half, too. All
Yeah,
three of
so
those
Armour
halves.
comes back in.
And he's got 3 fouls, I believe.
Cade coming into the Viking lineup for his brother.
The Viking ball underneath their own basket. Carson to put it in. Oh, Ethan was wide open, but he didn't go that way. Now he does go to Ethan, but he's outside the 3-point line. Out top to Carson. Looked at a 3, didn't trigger. Gust right there. Carson lob inside to Cade. Cade and gets it.
3 seconds.
Wow, where'd that come
Cade
from?
just needs to go up.
Yeah.
He can elevate above those guys. He just needs to go up.
Yeah, I didn't see who they called that on either. Was it on Cade?
I'm not sure if it was on Cade.
Not sure either. 2:05 to go. Vikings 31-29 lead. Near side to Hammocky, outside the Vikings. This time it looks like a 2-3 zone. Into Deckant. Left alone in the lane. Kick out to Hammocky. Gust underneath there. He's trying to go to him, but good defense by the Vikings. Underneath and throws it away. He has had individually 5 or 6 turnovers.
Yeah, that's I've got 16 now for Trinity, and the Vikings have 10.
Coach will pull him out for a minute. Vikings up by 2 with the ball here. 1:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Okay, Trinity going to go man-to-man this time instead of the zone.
House with it outside. Goes to Cade. Cade has to run it down. Barely keeps it in bounds. Goes back to Jerome. They're too close for comfort to that half-court line for me. Inside to House. Outside to Cade. Out to Carson. Wide open 3. Carson in and out. No good. Braxton House on the rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Vikings. Good
No, I
move.
think they're going to call Braxton over the back. Or on the back. There is no such thing as
really?
over the back.
I thought he was the one that got hit and knocked back, but I guess not. Different view from that side of the court. First foul on Braxton. 1:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Trinity down by 2 with the ball. Round it goes to Deckant. Knock away by Jerome. Jerome Autry on the steal. Quickly up and good. Jerome Autry with 2. Nice job by Jerome at the 1-minute mark to give the Vikings a 4-point lead.
Steal
And a
by
steal.
Braxton. Yes.
Jerome with it. Inside to Ethan. To Carson. Wide open 3. It's good on Reiner CPA. 3-pointer by Carson Peel. 36 for the Vikings. 29 and a timeout.
Warning on Ethan for hitting the ball after it came through the basket.
And a timeout by Coach Neal of the Trinity Celtics. We'll keep this one right here. We tried to get a scoreboard update. We're going to read the sponsor of that. This scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, your friendly hometown dentist online at McPhersonDentalCare.com, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Let's see some results. A game actually yesterday, a girls final for interest in McPherson County. Mound Ridge girls beat Inman 59-36. Some other scores from tonight of interest for our sub-state. Southeast Saline girls beat Republic County 47-29. A boys final, Clay Center, our opponent Friday, beats Hillsboro 52-40. And then Phillipsburg at Hoisington tonight, the girls win 47-21, and at halftime, the Hoisington boys were up on Phillipsburg 32-26.
I was trying to look at the girls sub-state. Who beat Phillipsburg?
Phillipsburg girls beat Hoisington.
Oh, they beat Hoisington. Okay.
Yeah.
So that That drops Hoisington down in that. Phillipsburg is going to be the #1 seed, probably, in the sub-state. Well, here it's the Vikings have come on fire here in this third quarter and have opened up a 36-29 lead. Neal goes over to Hammocky. He gets double-teamed on the corner but dribbles out of it. Still on the dribble. Pulls up his dribble. Now he gets some help and goes to the Gust. Gust out in the half-court circle. 28 seconds left to go. Still plenty of time. Neal with it outside. Into Hammocky in the lane. Hammocky still driving. Hammocky shot. Good, and a foul.
Yep, Gus.
But Hammocky missed 2 free throws a little bit ago, so see what happens with that. 31 for the Celtics now at the 22nd mark. That'll be Gus Griffith's 3rd foul. And Hammocky makes the first of the front
Kai
end of the
going to
1-1.
come into the lineup for Gus here for the Vikings.
4-point Viking lead, 36-32. Vikings will probably play for the last shot here in the third quarter. Carson will bring it slowly into the front court.
Trinity going to a 1-2-2 zone here.
Inside the house, Braxton out to Carson. Carson to Kai. And throw it away. Hammocky with the steal. Hammocky going to take it in all the way and miss it. And over the back, no foul called. And Hammocky misses the wide open layup. And the Vikings have a 36-32 lead going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout. To Smoky Valley Gym, Don Binkson along with Darren Abel as the Vikings get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Where are the turnovers, Darren?
I've got the Vikings for 11 and Trinity for 18.
And the Vikings have a 4-point lead. Kai, Cade, Carson, Vincent, and Gus on the court for the Vikings. Neal, Ryan, Gust, Hammocky, and Armour on the court for Trinity Celtics. Here's Pickering, 3-pointer, in and out, no good. Kai Blanchett with the rebound, and a foul on the rebound. It'll be out of bounds to Smoky Valley. That'll be Ryan. First foul.
Trinity was in a 2-3 zone that time.
Carson.
Now looks like they're going to go man-to-man.
Put it in play to Cade, to Gus Griffith. Looking for Pickering, not there. Now to Carson. Looked at a 3, didn't go there. Now Steele in a Armour with the steal for the Trinity Celtics. Neal will bring it into the front court. Dribbles right into a double team.
Vikings back to their 1-3-1.
Gets out of it, goes to Hammocky, corner. Cross-court pass to Gus, to Neal. Neal inside to Armour. Back out to Hammocky. Hammocky elevates, shot, no. Rebound, Pickering. Nice rebound by Vincent Pickering. Carson on the dribble against Hammocky, out to Pickering. Pickering out to Carson, 3-pointer. It's good. Armreiner CPA 3-pointer by Carson Pio for the Vikings' 39th point. Bringing it to 6:46 mark of the fourth quarter. 39-32, biggest Viking lead now of 7. Biggest lead for the Trinity Celtics, 9. Armour on the double team, gets double team, kicks it out to Gus, to Hammocky. He's going to launch a 3 from the baseline corner, missing. There's a foul reach in by Neal, but nothing called. Carson gets it into the front court. He's going to take it in. Left-handed shot. Good. Nice shot by Carson Peel. 41-32. 9-point Viking lead now. Gust over to Hammocky. Way out top. Hammocky to Ryan. Outside the Vikings, 1-3-1 to Neal. Neal, Hammocky. Kick out. Gust, 3. It's good. It's another 3 by Gust and a timeout. This time we'll keep it right here. Let Allen Samuels help you find the make, model, and budget that fits you best. View their large inventory at all SamuelsHutch.com locations. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Come by. Let's be friends. You can also stream tonight's game on your phone with the Ad Astro radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Shop the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. This time out sponsored by Summit Surgical, and Pinnacle Rehabilitation Sports Performance. Schedule your free consultation at summitkansas.com. The Summit, together for exceptional health care. Vikings. Well, again, congratulations to the Swedes for having such a great out Monday night against Oklahoma Wesleyan. They take on, is it Ottawa?
Go to Ottawa on Thursday.
On Thursday, and then
at home Saturday against.
Is it Avila?
No, they had Avila last week.
Okay.
I remember.
3 games this week for the Bethany Swedes, though. Vikings in the front court. Go to Gus Griffith inside. His shot up and good. Nice move by Gus Griffith on the baseline. 43 for the Vikings. 35 for Trinity Celtics. He hit that 3-pointer by Gust. Over to Hammocky. Hammocky, he's going to launch a 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Armour. He's really crashing the boards hard.
Bethany plays St. Mary's Saturday.
St. Mary's. Carson dribbling into the double team, but gets out of it. Gets over to Cade. Back to Carson. Carson dribble drive. Kick it out to Cade. Off to Kai Blanchett. Kai back to Carson. Carson on the dribble. Way out there with Neal picking him up now on the dribble drive. And a blocking foul on Neal. That was, of all the fouls, that was probably the ticky-tackiest of all.
Yeah, not much contact there.
That'll be Neal's third. And you can't have your hands on him. That's what he said. He had his hands pushing on the lower body there.
They'll let you kind of get away with one hand, but when you get both hands on him, they're going to call it.
You're stopping him from where he wants to go. Inside to Gus Griffith, but saved by Pickering. Still Viking basketball. Carson with it between the circles. 4:40 left to go, fourth quarter. Vikings up 43-35, 8-point Viking lead. Here's Gus Griffith at the free throw line. Dumped down to Cade, but turned it over. It tipped it away, and Vikings turn it over. Hammocky. Cross-court pass to Gust. He's going to launch another 3. It's no good. This rebound by Armour, and Armour's going to be fouled by the Vikings. It'll be out of bounds. That'll be Kai Blanchett on the reach-in, and it'll be his first foul.
Vikings are going to go 2-3 zone on the out of bounds here.
Hammocky looking, going into Gust way out top. He goes back to Hammocky. Hammocky dribbles out of the double team. Way out by the half-court circle. 4:11 left to go. Hammocky kick out to Gust. Looking to shoot, but didn't. Goes to Gus Griffith. Gus passes it, steals it. Nice step in front of the pass by Gus Griffith. Here's Kai Blanchett, 3. It's good.
Nope, it's a 2. It's a 2. His foot was on the line.
2-pointer by Kai Blanchett. We'll take it. It's 45-35. 10-point Viking lead. We'll keep this one right here. Finish up this timeout brought to you by Pyle Law. If you or someone you know been injured at work, Tom Pyle has over 25 years experience helping the injured workers receive the benefits they deserve. Call for a free consultation at 620-241-9000. After the game, tonight's player of the game will be sponsored by People's Bank and Trust. Safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. And just like tonight's teams, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. Expert dry cleaning and professional shirt service. McPherson Laundry in McPherson. It's where you take your clothes. On the road Friday at Clay Center, one of the loudest gyms we play in. It's an old gym. It's got a lot of brick and metal and doesn't have much to absorb much noise in there.
Right, and it's always a challenge when we play up there. They, they get officials from the Manhattan area and Junction City area up there, and they call a little bit different game than our officials down here do, which is fine. But it seems like we always have to try and adjust to the officiating up there a little bit. So, both boys and girls are going to need to be ready to play on Friday.
And then it's back here next Tuesday against Lions.
And obviously Clay Center boys are, even though they're only 3-8 or whatever their record was, it's not going to be a pushover. They handled Hillsboro by 12 tonight. So. Just
like tonight's game coming in here, Hutch Trinity 4-8 on the year. And Vikings get the turnover. No, Deckant ends up with it. And a reach-in foul on Gus Griffith. Wow, we just about had that steal. That'll be Gus's fourth foul. That'll be out of bounds to Hutch Trinity. From here on out, both teams will be shooting 1-1. But the Vikings have a 10-point lead. They outscored Trinity Celtics 14-7 in that third quarter. Inside it goes to Hammocky. Elevates, shot, good. 37 for the Celtics at the 3:30 mark of the fourth quarter. Pickering out top with it on the dribble all the way around the perimeter to Kai Blanchett. Kai against Armour to Carson Peel. Carson all the way around the perimeter. He'll elevate at the free throw line, missing, and out of bounds to Hutch Trinity. A rare bad miss by Carson. He's usually on top of that one. He just...
Braxton comes in for Gus. Jerome coming in for Vincent.
Pickering.
Vikings are going to go 2-3 zone this possession.
Neal will bring it into the front court at the 3-minute mark. Goes to Deckant on the outside, looking in. Hammocky directing traffic from underneath the basket where he wants the ball. Inside to Deckant, out to Hammocky. His three ball, he got it to go. He's starting to warm up a little bit. He's got 12. Carson into the front court. Wow. Collision. Coach wanted a foul. There's another collision. If it be college, it might be a flop. He goes down.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying to get a flop.
Hammocky trying to work the officials a little bit, like, why don't you? If I was an official, I'd just go over and tell him, hey, it'll be a technical if you flop.
Yep. Deckant actually did draw the foul.
And that foul is his third. Free throw. Not going to fall for Kai. Second Kai Blanchett free throw. That one to go. 46-37. Vikings by 9. Hammocky all the way in to Neal. Neal stepped out. Deckant, he'll launch a three ball. It's good. All of a sudden they're warming up from behind the arc. Good thing we have a lead here. 40-46. 2:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the Vikings have it knocked away by Trinity Celtics. It'll stay with the Vikings underneath their own basket.
Yeah, we got to know defensively. The one thing that'll get them back in the game is the three-pointer.
Yeah.
So we've got to make sure we're defending against the three-pointer.
Carson will step out and put it in play. Looking, goes out top to Kai. Kai Blanchett out to Cade. He'll launch a three ball. No, rebound, Jerome. Carson.
Let's just run some offense here.
Yeah, run the tank to time. The time is on your side. Under 2 minutes we go. Kai Blanchett from Carson to Gus. No, Kai to Carson. He'll launch a three ball. In and out, no good. Rebound, Celtics. Neal comes away with the ball. He'll walk it into the front court at a minute 35, 34. Over it goes to Hammocky. Gets double teamed way outside. Over to Neal.
Vikings in the 2-3 zone.
Off to
Got to really know where their three-point shooters are.
Deckant drive in the lane, kick out, steal by Cade Blanchett. Nice hands by Cade. Turnover number
20.
20, that's what I have. Carson to Kai, back to Carson, to Cade. And they'll foul him. They're the one he wants. The one that wants
Smart
to.
move on their part.
Yep. That'll be Deckant. That'll be his fourth, I believe.
Yes.
Cade Blanchett, front end of a 1-and-1. 1:06 left to go. In and out, no good. Rebound, Armour. Got what they wanted. Deckant will bring it into the front court. Under a minute we go. 43-46. One possession game. Out to Deckant. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Cade Blanchett. To his brother Kai. To Carson. 40 seconds.
10 rebounds for Cade.
Carson to Kai. To Carson. Little two-man catch out there. To Autry. Autry will get fouled, and he'll have a 1-and-1. Jerome laughing a little bit about the contact, and he'll have the front end of a 1-and-1. Pickering for Autry, or for Griffith, pardon me.
And Gust
for Sudertan.
For Sudertan.
He's another three-point shooter.
Yep. So
43-46. Vikings lead by 3. Jerome Autry at the line. That's good.
Attaboy.
Tough free throw shooting by one of the Twins. Second Jerome Autry free throw. Is good. Got them both. Excellent job by Jerome Autry for the Vikings. 48th point.
30-second timeout for the Vikings.
We'll keep this one right here as the Vikings now have to, you can't foul because they'll put them at the free throw line, so you don't want to foul.
No.
But you don't have to, you certainly have to watch. It'll be interesting to see if they go man here or stay in the zone.
Right. Yeah, definitely got it. The thing that's going to get, and then Trinity doesn't have to shoot a three here. They're down 5. We got 28 seconds left. They just want to get the first open look they can. If they can get an easy basket going to the basket, and get a two-pointer, they'll take that at this point. So we just have to be solid on defense, whether we're man or zone, maintain our principles, be aggressive. Don't just lay back and let them do what they want.
And if they do shoot, crash the boards, block out, get that rebound.
Absolutely. And if they do get a free lane to the basket, I'd rather see us foul them and not get the ball up to the basket and earn it from the free throw line instead of giving them an and one. If you're going to foul them there, make it a good foul.
Peel, Jerome Autry, Kai Blanchett, Cade Blanchett, and Pickering on the court for the Vikings. Deckant will turn it into Hammocky. Ryan, Gust, and Neal on the court for Hutch Trinity. A wild shot by Hammocky and a rebound by Kai Blanchett. Quickly up to Carson, and it's a jump ball, alternating possession. It'll go to Hutch Trinity. Jerome should have hung on to that one a little bit longer and dribbled away. Threw it into a crowd. Timeout on the court by Hutch Trinity. This time we'll step aside. 30-second timeout. Back after this 30-second timeout. little bit of a wild shot.
Yeah,
so,
I think he was looking to try and draw the foul.
Draw the foul or dish it off, and nothing happened, so he had to throw it up at the rim, and nice rebound by the Vikings, but then we threw it away. Well, didn't throw it completely away, but it resulted in a jump ball. Now in the alternating possession, it'll go to us, so they need to switch that.
As soon as the ball comes inbounds.
Position arrow back to
them. And again,
them.
Trinity doesn't have to have a 3 here. They're
Right.
down 5. They just need to get the first basket they can.
But there's just 14.5 seconds to go. Get it into Hammocky. He's going to launch a 3 ball from the corner. No good. Rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Over the back was Neal. And it'll be a foul on Neal.
And send Jerome back to the free throw line. He just made 2. See if he can get a couple more here.
That is the 10th foul.
And that's 5 on Neal.
It's 5 on Neal, so he fouls out with 0 points. Wow. I don't know if he's a scorer for them or not, but he fouled out. This time Jerome will have 2 free throws, so he doesn't have the front end of a 1-and-1 to worry about. They have to get a player in, and they bring in Suter.
Number 2, Suter for the Celtics.
They don't have to go over there on a 2-shot foul, I don't
Nope,
think.
they could have stood there and talked to their coach if they wanted to for the first shot.
But they will fill the lane up. Coach is asking, it's like, we don't have to be there, do we? Jerome, free throw, got it to go.
Right
Wow.
away.
3 out of 3 down the stretch. Excellent job by Jerome Autry. 49 for the Vikings. And now 50. Wow. 4 of 4 pressure free throws down the
great
stretch.
job by Jerome. Ethan going to check in here for Cade for the last 10 seconds.
Hammocky looking to throw it in, goes into Deckant. He'll bring it up against Autry. All the way
Don't
in,
foul, let him
7
shoot
seconds. His shot, no. Rebound, Ryan. Ryan throws it up and no. Rebound, Ethan. And that will do it. The Vikings take care of business and win it down the stretch. Jerome Autry with big clutch free throws. And the Vikings come away with a 50-43 victory. We'll be back to wrap this one up after this timeout.
Why is he talking to you guys?
back to Smoky Valley Gym. The Vikings complete the doubleheader sweep tonight. The Viking girls winning by the score of 58-27, and the Viking boys, after being down 9, come back and win it by the score of 50-43. Scoring totals went like this: 3 points for Ryan for Trinity Celtics, 4 points for Armor, and then in double figures, 3 players in double figures. Deccan 11, 12 for Hammocky, and 13 for Gust. For the Vikings, 3 for Vincent Pickering. A little off night for Vincent Pickering on the shooting, especially on free throws. 0 for 5 from the charity stripe. Vincent won't like that at all. 4 points for Braxton House. 4 points for Cade Blanchett. 6 points for Gus Griffith. And then almost in double figures, but 4 big free throws down the stretch, Jerome Autry. And then in double figures, Kai Blanchett 10 and Carson Peel 14. I know you had some double figure rebounders as well.
Yeah, Cade ended up with 10 rebounds to lead the Vikings. Overall, team-wise, the Vikings out-rebounded Trinity 29-22, and we win the turnover battle 14-20.
14-20, good job, Vikings, and they took care of business, outscoring Trinity 7-14 in the third quarter and 11-14 in that fourth quarter. They got a little hot from beyond the arc. They hit 3 threes in the mid stages of that fourth quarter, but the Vikings took care of business down the stretch, and I can't say enough about Jerome Autry. 4 for 4 free throws. The Vikings, Cade missed the front end of a 1-and-1, but Kai Blanchett 1 of 2 in that fourth quarter, so 5 out of 7. I'll take that, shooting free throws in the fourth quarter.
Great job by Jerome, who, he doesn't get to the free throw line that often, so to step up and hit those in a pressure situation, it was good. Not, Coach Snyder definitely not going to be real satisfied with how things went tonight probably, but, you do like when you don't have your best game and you don't play well and you still manage to come away with the win.
Yeah, now it's 7-1 here in the last 8 games after going having that struggle of being 0-4 to start the season off. Vikings have really turned it around, and it's really a complete team effort, because nobody is just really outstanding each and every game, but some different games somebody steps up.
Yeah, and we just have lots of guys that chip in different ways, whether it's rebounding, whether it's defense and getting deflections, scoring, assists, whatever it might be. So and that's going to be beneficial down the road as we go down the stretch here. So,
and we got to look at Clay Center on Friday. We talked a little bit about them already, but it's always a tough place to play, and so it's a Friday night. It's a little longer road trip, not a horribly long road trip, but it's a long road trip, and just got to stay focused and take care of business.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have to show up to play. We're going to probably have to play better than we did tonight. So one of those games that it's. Don't expect either team to win by a lot. Probably going to be a close game no matter who comes out on top, and we're going to have to execute better than we did on the offensive end in the first half tonight, and make sure again that we're solid on defense and take care of the ball.
As we're waiting for Coach Snyder, we'll name tonight's player of the game, which is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust. Safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Put their experience to work for you and your family. Relationship banking from People's Bank and Trust. Scoring-wise, Carson Peel was the leading scorer in the game with 14 points, but Jerome making 4 of 4 free throws down the stretch. Kai with 10 points. Nice job rebounding.
I tell you, I like Jerome, though. That was a pressure situation. If he doesn't hit those, it's a lot different game, and who knows how it comes out at the end.
No question about it. Well, we got a guest speaker tonight, so we have to give your headset to Mr. Cade Blanchett over here. Welcome to the post-game show, Cade.
Hello.
A little rough out there tonight?
Yeah, a little rough, but that's how I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah, you like it rough. You like it, like to have a lot of time. But tell me about rebounding. Your strength inside is rebounding, and how was it to get position and get some rebounds tonight?
Yeah, I can't really shoot well, so I take my job as rebounding. So I just try to run in there, and every chance I get in front of somebody and get the rebound.
And a couple of times you went to your brother on a couple of plays. Kai is kind of stepping up, and he ended up in double figures tonight, but it's kind of fun to have a give and go to your brother.
Oh, yeah. He's a good wingman.
Yeah, and Carson, too. Carson always in there to get a three-point shot from somewhere when you need it.
Yeah.
How fun is it to play with Carson Peel?
Very fun. He's very dependable and a great shooter and great playmaker.
Yeah, no question about that. And what do you take out of tonight's game? You're down by 9 early, got ahead by 9, win by 7. How does that make the Vikings feel as a team?
Coming into this game, we saw them as kind of a lesser opponent, but we just in the future we can't take that, and we gotta practice hard and start the beginning of the game off hard too. We gotta always play hard.
Yeah, and it's that end of that end. I asked Carson about that too. Free throw shooting at that goal is kind of tough.
Yeah, that rim doesn't move very much.
You need to dunk on it a few times like your brother does.
Yeah, I know. I wish.
Yeah, kind of fun to see your brother have a couple of dunks in the home and a dunk at the tournament at Sterling. So a nice finish by him on some of those breakaways.
Yes, it's awesome. He's worked very hard.
What about Clay Center? What do you know about them yet?
They just beat Hillsborough by 10 plus, so we're just practice this week defense, and they run a different defense that we haven't faced this year. So just practice out this next couple of days, and hopefully we'll get a win Friday.
How about a road trip? Do road trips bother you, or you enjoy going on the road?
No, I enjoy getting a little nap in, reading a book, and yeah, they're fun.
Well, congratulations on a great team win tonight, and we'll see you guys Friday.
Thank you.
Cade Blanchett of the Vikings, and always nice to get a player. That's 2 players in a row we've gotten to visit with on the postgame show, and that's always a treat.
Yeah, that's always fun to hear it from the kids' perspective. It's a little different from a coach's perspective, so it's always fun to have them come out and talk to us.
Yeah, no question about that. Well, the Vikings, again, with the doubleheader sweep tonight, the girls winning big by the score of 58-27. The Vikings coming from behind and taking care of business 50-43. Any final thoughts on the game tonight?
Nope, good night tonight, and we just got to keep the bus rolling on Friday.
We'll talk to you, everybody, on Friday. Good luck to Bethany on Thursday and Saturday, and we'll be on the road Friday. So it's a good week for basketball in the Valley. We hope we keep the winning going.
Absolutely.
For Mitchell, back at the station. For Darren, this is Don, wishing everybody a very pleasant good night. Take care. Talk to you Friday from Clay Center. Good night, everyone. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yep, thank you, Mitchell.